Hello! Hello, folks! How are we all doing? Now here is the big question. Can you all hear me? As I believe you should be able to. It's been a wee while since I've done this, you see. How is everybody doing? Doing some final checks and all that good stuff. Hello, folks. I see Firewalls, Madman, The Invisible Cactus, Sneetle Studios, Silly Kirby Bros, The True Joseph Joestar, excellent, and Snack up at the top. How are you all doing? You've missed these tunes? I imagine so. I have too, actually. Right, now let me just make sure I've done a few final checks. Again, it's been a wee while since I've done this jazz, but everything seems to be good. The old Twitch is good, YouTube's good, all that good jazz. Currently playing a sanguinary guard. Awesome! That's what I love to hear. Now, here's the real question. Where is the chat? The chat is not showing up for some bizarre reason. I mean, in the end, if it doesn't show up, so be it. But I'm just a bit puzzled why. And you know what? I think I know why. I'm being very silly. Let's move the chat above the camera. There we go. Now we can actually see what's being said. There we go. Should hopefully do the trick. There we go. Hope that won't be too invasive. Let me know if the text here is a bit invasive, but hopefully it won't be. Anyways, with that done, yo Artie, great to see you. Just so you're just aware, couldn't find the stream of yours where you painted the artillery witch. I might have unlisted it, but I do that sometimes. Where the fuck have I been? Battling burnout and dealing with other busy stuff, and it's been a bit of a wee crazy one. So, a very good question, Silly Kirby. What's being painted? Well, I will show you guys. This is a combination of bits from various kits and some stuff I 3D printed this morning. Here we go. We're going to be painting this fine fellow. Now, some of you, certainly my fellow admins, may already know what I'm painting. I mentioned it the other day. But is anyone here able to guess what we're going to paint this guy as? Is anyone willing to put forward the first guess? He may have the Primaris armor, but he has the Firstborn helmet, of course, and he's rocking a 3D printed cape. Got a 3D printed arm and weapon there. Spanch, how are you doing? It's always good to see you. Burnout has had me for a while. I recently realized I've been building a single mini for 6 months. I know the feeling, my friend, I truly do. But here we go. Scythes of the Emperor. Scythes of the Emperor, absolutely. What could have given it away? I don't know what could have given it away. But yes, indeed, Scythes of the Emperor are what we are doing here today. Because well, two things. One, dark, like goldish yellow and black, they are just beautiful together. And for two, it's an excuse for me to try hand drawing some emblems and whatnot, because, you know, it's a skill I need to practice. And for three, I learned their successors of the Ultramarines. And at that point I was like, excellent. Yes. And I think Cactus is excited. Anyways, without further ado. Oh, and for the record, this cape here is purely friction holding it on. I didn't attach this thing yet. We'll do it with super glue when the time comes, because I'm not that crazy. We are going to still sub-assemble this to some degree. Good to see you back. Also, Twitch says you're painting a Black Templar. Oh, for goodness sake, I changed that. I changed that. Why are you not listening to me? Right, we're changing that right now. That is so annoying. So we're just going to put painting a Scythe of the Emperor with Artifexus. I changed it. Why did it not save? God damn you. But thank you, Smash, for pointing that out. Where would I be without you? Where would I be without you people? We don't know. Alright, so while I gather together the paint, you guys can quickly tell me how is the sound of my voice and the sound of the music. Can you hear me clearly over the sound of the music and whatnot? Now, first we're going to need a wee bit of Wraithbone for some bases for the yellow parts. Obviously the black's already done, so we're going to need some yellow, and unfortunately I have a horrific feeling we're not going to be able to escape Avalon Sunset, which hates everyone it touches. Yeah, here we go. Avalon Sunset, we're going to hate ourselves by the end of this, I'm sure, and yet here we go. It will be glorious, it will be glorious. Currently working on 3D printing some minis for your Scythes of the Emperor army. Oh, nice one. So we're all in this mess together. There we go. Awesome to see Scythes painted. Love seeing rare successor chapters. I agree, they just look so freaking good. Starlit Misfit, hey, Artie & Co, long time no see. It has been a wee while. And indeed, 13th Librarian, it has been a wee while. But I'm back. You can't get rid of me forever. But I had some serious burnout, guys. It was pretty horrific, actually, how bad it was. And on top of that, because I now have another channel, a gaming channel, which was just kind of throwaway, casual, just, whatever. That kind of blew up, you know what I mean? And so I had to sort of focus on that for a little bit to make sure it didn't die out. And now that that's kind of settled down, and the burnout's kind of cleared away, I think Yorio Yellow will be good for highlights. I feel ready to jump back in. And so it will take some flash gits. I don't know if we'll need the flash gits, but I'll just grab it anyway. And the blacks on him, I think we're going to go with a really boring kind of black with this one, i.e. like Eshin Grey, Dawnstone, etc., etc. I'm not going to go for the cold look, like the Black Templars where you'd go over blue, you know? I mean, I could do Dark Reaper. Nah, I'm just doing Eshin Grey. I know it works, so I ain't going to mess with it. Stream while you're awake and not at work. Absolute painting. Absolutely. Am I doing pink come to the yellow or just putting it straight on? I'm going to attempt to put it straight on because I wish to practice that horrific circumstance. You know what I'm saying? Oh, look, it's Snick. Yes, it is. Now, I'm just sort of thinking to myself how best to do this. Obviously, the torso is going to be yellow. He's going to have a bit of yellow on his knee. The pauldron is... You know what? I've had a fantastic idea that's never been thought of by anyone in the history of the world. I'm going to get a picture up. I'm going to actually use a reference. What is this? Okie dokie. Yeah, that looks good. And the backpack as well. So it's like the backpack, the belt, and a bit of the knees. They're the only really yellow bits we're going to do. I mean, I could always begin with some blue or pink. Okay, sorry, let's do a bit of undercoating. Let's actually be smart about this. You forgot you had models to paint? Oh, I feel you. So trying to tempt people to come join you in the Twitch chats. You want to come watch on Twitch so bad? Ooh, oh, twitchy. That'll be cool. Anyone who wants to go watch on Twitch, that'll be cool. Working on a Gene Stealer cult Ridge Runner kit bash. It was an Orc Snaz wagon that you thoroughly de-orked. Well done. De-orking stuff is like one of the hardest factions to de-faction. You know what I'm saying? Working on Celestial Lions. Oh, that's beautiful. Celestial Lions are gorgeous. Okay, folks. So I am going to undercoat it. But here's the question. Are we going to undercoat this with blue or pink? That's the real question. Blue or pink? I know pink is kind of the usual go-to. But would it be cool if we just went straight for blue? Just to make it sort of, you know, colder. Like a colder look. De-knitting Tyranid sounds pretty hard. That's true. But I bet with enough work you can make a Tyranid pass off as a freaking Imperial Guard. No, you probably couldn't. I don't know, could you? Huh, alright. I think we have a future competition concept already now. Actually solid. I will use that, get my Imperial Fist contrast ready. We're changing the plan! Stick to the plan, Arthur! And we're gonna get this beautiful Emperor's Children pink out now. Avoid that, keep those there for some highlights. That'll be grand old dandy. Do I have anything slightly lighter than that? I don't think I... Oh, I do! I have some Fulgrim pink, isn't that lovely? Do I have Gene Stealer? I'm confident I have Gene Stealer lurking somewhere in here. I feel that might be a good springing off point. That's Slanesh. Come on, Gene Stealer, where you at? Ah, sorry, we'll just go with that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Hey, I'm painting the Sanguinary Guard dark grey instead of immediately priming them gold. I love painting them, I love starting with them being dark grey and then building them back up, you know? I love that. I think it looks extra sexy. Right, so there's the Agrax Earthshade. We'll probably still make a bit of use of Wraithbone before smacking on the pink. So we'll use that in a sec. We'll stick my highlights up here and my contrast there. Fantastic. Okay. Oh, sorry, it's a nudge, you guys. A gentle nudge. There we go. We are going to be painting a Scythe of the Emperor, which are a very cool chapter. So we're going to see exactly what we can do with that. Now, here we go. Excellent. Scythes are all yellow minus the chest. Back being black. Sure they are. Alright, let's begin, shall we? And I'm going to be a cheeky boy. We're just going to use the old dry palette today. Nothing too crazy. Yeah, a few minutes ago, killed one of your newer paintbrushes. You're brushing over a glued area they thought was set. Oh no! That's one of the worst things, man. Oh damn, that needs a good shakeroo. It's almost like I haven't painted for a while. Shakety, shakety, shake, shake. Shake that thing. Ah. That's better, look at that. Lovely jubbly. Now, and I've also got these nice new brushes as well, so we're just going to add a little bit of that there. Stick it in there. And I'm just going to use water as a medium for this one, I think. Nothing too crazy. Nice and simple, I think. Yeah, we'll add a little bit more of you. Excellent. That seems to run quite nicely. Probably too much, but again, I'm out of practice, so it's okay. Are we going to put dead nids on his base? Probably. I don't actually know if I have many nids. That's another question. I do have a base ready, but I don't know what to actually do with the base, you know what I mean? So maybe you guys can help me with that. But as Cactus said, nids would be appropriate. They're not fans of the nids, are they? Not particular fans of them nids. Right, here we go. Lovely jubbly. You're slightly pissed. Your package that you paid for to arrive today didn't. Oh man. Blood Angel Combat Patrol did, however. That was supposed to arrive Wednesday. Oh goodness me. About as efficient as the, the Ministorum. This is definitely way too wet. But it's cool. I'm just going to roll with it. Actually, no, I'm not, because it's going to get stuck in there. That's going to be bad, so we're going to do something about it right now. Got to use some really thick glue as a medium to make the paint chunkier. Man, you're full of great advice, aren't you, Bacon Boy? Somebody listen to this man. This man knows what he's doing. And what he's doing is disaster, and he knows it. Converting some Night Lords. Oh, nice. 30k Night Lords do look very good. Put him in a wheat field. That's true. That would also be on point with a weapon. A wheat field full of dead nids, you know? Would that not be divine? Now, this is definitely rather wet, but I don't mind a bit sticking out. It do not bother me too much, even though it's, why am I doing such a bad job at things? Hang on. All right, restart. I'm going to do it in a whole other bit here. It's been so long. I've already forgotten how to do basic things. Okay, and what I'll do, I'll dab that. There we go. Much, much better. Okay, cool beans. So, quickly take this dry brush and just sort of go over it. There we go, to mop up the worst of that fantastic disaster that we got going on here already, guys. Use wire brushes to evenly distribute the paint. Yeah, that would make good sense. Stream is nice background noise. When I get files, prep to print some Dark Angel Termi accessories, but I keep getting distracted and putting all attention on stream. Ah, man. I know the feeling. I know the feeling. Alright, there we go. That's all the wettest bits up. And with that. Okay. Let's return. This is going to be perfect now. What up, Silver Tortoise? Thanks for joining. How are you doing, sir? Let's actually make this. There we go. That's much better. Perfect. Good. Perfect amount of wetness, at least in my humble opinion. There we go. We'll get it all on its torso and whatnot. Pretty sure we avoid the center bit there, but we shall see. Glory to the 4th Legion. Well, technically the 13th, as this guy is a successor of the Ultramarines. He's a side of the Emperor, don't you know? There we go. Well, it's still a little bit wet, maybe, but it's not too bad. It's only an undercoat, so I'm not going to be too bothered by it. It's not going to get to me. It's not going to get to me. I'm not going to cry about this in my sleep. I'm not going to think of all the times I used to be good at this. Here we go. Something that is dumb is that the Citadel Paint app The Wraith Construct's heads don't use the paint Wraith bone, despite them being made out of Wraith bone. Oh man. You know how it is when shit is based on real life, but ain't actual real life. Yo, bro, how about you make the Dark Angel using orc weapons? Oh man, that'll be cool. A makeshift improv Dark Angel. That'll be very cool. Yeah. Good. You spent too much on 40k yesterday? Dare I ask, how much did you do? Bezos, the cheese puff wrangler. Always remember to evenly distribute your primer with the crop duster feature in your biplane. That makes good sense. I'll just fly over and hit it with some beautiful, beautiful dustings. Let's get the back not too hard though. Then with the backpack here, while we're passing. I think I'll just hit the whole thing and then decide how best to tackle it at a later date. There we go. Finally went into a non-GW store to look at Warhammer stuff yesterday. Life-changing experience. It's true, it's true. I have a nice little local game shop. Unofficial, just, you know, just folks that love it. And I sell loads of good stuff. And they keep it real, you know what I'm saying? Keeping it real. Yeah. Just made yours? Hell yeah. Chapter Master of the Iron Hands, he called it a major kill. There we go. You bought the Thousand Suns Sekhmet Coven Battle Force and pre-ordered the Maelstrom Leagues of Votan box. Oh, damn. That's cool. That's very, very cool. I need to get into the Votan. I always like dwarves, you know? And in the end, they're dwarves. They're space dwarves. Fucking rock and stone, you know what I'm saying? 13th Company Space Wolves built using the Red Corsairs Raiders, or maybe Skywar's Dark Wolves. Okay. That is pretty cool. How do you get your brush to keep it spaced so well? No matter what I try, my brush's shape never holds as long as that. Well, these are new. I've not used these brushes before, so that's why they're so nice. Because they're brand new. Well, I say brand new. I got them a long time ago, but they've not been opened until now. I figured it's my first time back in a while, so I may as well treat myself to some lovely brushes and try and keep them intact, at least roughly. Let's quickly go to the wetter stuff. There we go. That's what we use the wet stuff for. That's what we use the wet stuff for. Hell yeah. Where'd I get the scythe? I 3D printed this. I got it off Cults 3D, and I paid about £4 for it, and it came with about like 8 variants. Some holding it with one hand, some holding it with 2. And now I was just like, hell yeah. Same with the cape. I know it's not quite as big as some of the capes we've seen, like in the Astartes 2 trailer. That was a freaking glorious cape in that shot with the 3 of them. And the camera zoom and just, oh, divine. Try Imperial Guard looting a Orc battle weight. Now that would be very cool. What kind of Space Marine is that? This is going to be a Scythe of the Emperor, but we've only just begun painting it. We still have a wee ways to go. But I do have to be careful of the black, because obviously he's already black, so I can't just like carelessly go over it and be like, and paint over it later. Even though I probably still will, with black. There we go. And how's the quality, by the way, of the stream? Is it okay? Can you see what is going on? That's the real question, you know? Because I'm still trying to... Because I'm using slightly different streaming software from what I used to back in the day. I'm still trying to suss all the settings out. Good quality for you? Yes, you'll be painting a Space Marine. Yes, indeed. Astartes 2 genuinely can't come fast enough. Well, so long as they take the time they need to make it worth the wait, they could take as long as they need, you know what I'm saying? There we go. It's looking pretty nice. That's not one of the successors with the totally not traded. No, they're Ultramarines. I mean, technically there's all the ideas that they were like the secret 11th company of the Ultramarines. That like guarded agricultural shit, hence why they have all the farm stuff. And then by the time of 40k rolling around, they are just a normal, fully fledged chapter that particularly don't like Xenos, which makes sense. Farmers, bugs, pesticides, etc. You know, it all makes sense, doesn't it? Got you there. Right now we're just getting a lovely undercoat. I'm taking my sweet, sweet time. Whoop, fumbling it. Thankfully it won't take long. There's only a few bits really that need it. And Further Starties 2 doesn't come after 2 years from now. Why is that? Why is that? If you don't own a 1-to-1 ratio of a Hive Tyrant, are you really in the hobby? Very good question. But what if the reason you don't have that is because you exterminated the damn filthy Xeno? Eh? Yeah, think of that. Get a little bit on the back bit there, but that's fine. I'll go over that again. Ooh, wow, I made a big zero of that. Hang on. Let's get me wet brush. Okay, I got rid of the worst of it, which is fine and dandy. They have ties in their foundation with the Iron Warriors. I can believe that. The power sides are cool. Yes, indeed. I wish there were more canon ones, you know? Not that long, really, till we get the reveal show that presumed that the 11th edition announcement. Oh, yes. We're about due that now, aren't we? Even though it feels like only yesterday we got 10th. Re-cleanse the brush. Beautiful. Oh dear. Brush is far too wet. Far too damn wet. Alright, cool. That's not too bad looking. Like the look of that. Let's quickly refer to my picture that I have here. Belt as well, so if that's going to be, yeah, I think, oh no, his belly's also got the yellow, so we're going to hit that up with the yellows. You can see how much I've tainted this with liquid, alas, alas. Goodness me, Artie, what are you doing? You silly sausage. Try this again. Pull you up, there we go, there we go. Now we are cooking with gas. Or promethium, I forget what it's called. They're farm marines, so farmers use pesticides. That means that they're masters of chemical warfare. They're certainly masters of bug extermination. You joined the Warhammer community like a week before the 9th ended. Oh, nice. You're technically a 9th veteran, technically, yes. Just about there, I think. That'll do us. Belt. Just the buckle there. Even like a lot of things that are normally metal are just black on these guys, such as the vents. I like to do them silver, but with these guys, they have them black. So you're gonna have as a bit of an edgelord here, but it's cool. It's cool, guys. I've been interested in Warhammer for the last 2 to 3 years. Still yet to buy any minis. You don't like mini wargame? Well, I've never done any 40k or like tabletop games. I've never done them. I just love the models. I mean, I want to try a game, and I fully intend to with my Alpha Legion army. Ugh, excuse me, please. But no, you don't have to do any kind of combat with them. You can just paint the minis and display them, which is something I thoroughly enjoy doing. There we go. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's your hobby to do with as you see fit, sir, you know? Try and get a little bit more. There we go. Magnifique. Excellente. Back in my day, all the combi weapons weren't one thing. They had individuality. Well, you're not wrong. I do agree with you on that one. Because while I've only recently got into the minis, I have been into 40k for decades, and I was sort of in the know on, like, gameplay things, like, vaguely. And I do remember of that. Alright, cool beans. Looking pretty solid. Alright, nice. We got a good base there for that. Now we've just got to do the knee. As best we dare, of course. Huh. He flew away. And he's back. How often do you guys do that? You're painting and the thing just freaking flies away, you know? Prometheum! I know all about it as a salamander. Yes, excellent, thank you. That was it. There we go. Spent all night building and painting. Oh. If only GW made to order for every model they still have molds for as a regular thing. Now that could be cool. Who knows, maybe one day in the distant future, like the far distant future. And I mean like really far, like, you know, can't even see it far. You can tell I'm full of hope for this. Right. Definitely gonna get some nice contrast here on all the bits of, especially when we add the pink. Nice, nice, nice. Already looking hopeful. I dare you build to paint a Warlord Titan in detail in one stream. Well, I've said this before and I'll say it again. I would love a Warlord Titan, I would, but the big problem, I have nowhere to put the damn thing. That is the one thing that's truly stopping me. Obviously the price as well, but, you know, give me time, I could save for it. But I just have nowhere to put him. He's freaking massive. And space is a commodity I really don't have. Alright. Now I think for this leg I want a stripe. Just a stripe, nothing more. I'm gonna, oh, there we go, attempt to do just that, relatively clean, or at least something like that, you know? There we go, that's kind of a stripe. I mean, it is a stripe, but I mean like a nice stripe. Lovely, look at that. Is it central? No. So I'm going to widen it just a little bit. Try and get it central. See what we can do about that. That's better. Good, and obviously after the fact I can just tidy it up with some black, so I'm not overly worried. Beautiful, nice, we have a cool little striped knee there, excellent. Price is whatever for me personally, I'll go broke for the bit, that's fair. That's fair. I feel like buying Red Corsairs Raiders for a squad of veterans in my new homebrew, the Sons of Hathor, because in a story I'm starting to write soon, they have to scavenge bits of the renegades they fight because they are surrounded and can't get weapons or armor replacements. The chapter is fully meant for the Inquisition sending them to kill renegades and excommunicated chapters. That's very cool, I love that. So there'll be like a combination of like 2 chapters by the end of it with scavenged bits of their enemies. That's really cool, I love that concept. Right, let's another quick glance at my reference. Not going to bother with any tassely bits there, but we should definitely do the top of, because I don't know if you can kind of see it. I used a like, I think, was it an infiltrator? Yeah, it was an infiltrator with the cape top there because I was sticking the cape underneath. I just found it, I wasn't planning to, and I saw it, I was like, yes, yes, we're taking it. It's fate. We can't ignore it, it's fate. Yeah, and I even went Scottish for it and everything. There we go. Lovely jubbly. Evening, Gitling. How are you doing? Thanks for tuning in. Of course, I have time to repaint all the armor to their colors. Yes, indeed. Or at least some of it. I'm sure there's going to be at least 1 or 2 minis there that have literally just put it on. And are sporting these most heretical colors. But that's cool. That's why we like it. This is so wet. Yeah. is so wet. Hang on a tick. Let's see if we can't sort this as well. Sloop. There we go. Cool. There we go. Let's try and make my brush less wet, you know what I'm saying? I seem to be having a problem with that right now. This side, nope, still way too wet. Goodness me. Alright, hang on. I think we're gonna have to thicken this bad boy up. We need some paint thickener. There we go, I think. Yep, that should do the trick. Okay. I promise it never leaves you, like riding a bike, they say. Wow, lovely. Here we go. So, what has everyone been up to today? For real, guys. What's the haps? In fact, what's everyone been up to for the past 4 months? I've been away for a wee while after all. And I'm sure much has been going on. Why is this paint still so darn wet? I thought I thinned you. No! A curse on you! A curse! Alright, look here. Let's talk about this. How's this so wet? I'm using the same as what I did for the front. Oh, man. I done did a very silly thing, I think. Hang on. Forgot you had an STL for a watcher in the dark. Oh, damn. He's holding loo roll. Doing lots of home brewing, painting, building homebrew chapters. That is awesome. The more of that, the better in my books. Okay. Here we go. This is it now, guys. This is it. I have the proper amount now. This is going to be flawless. Observe. Ooh, look how flawless that isn't. What is happening right now? Oh, you know, I figured it out. I'm so stupid. I had loads of water pooling up, like, here on the metal, and it was trickling down into my bristles. Okay, that's it. My 2 brain cells managed to collide and create a thought. And with that thought, we may actually now continue. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Finally. I may be a dumbass, but I occasionally know I'm a dumbass. And when that happens, we can start making progress. And that's good. That's what we like. You know what I'm saying? There you go. Double up your layer. Again, it's just a undercoat. I'm not overly worried about nailing it. Painting, 3D printing, playing the half-sword demo because you don't have enough money to buy the full game. Well, it is worth it if you get an opportunity. You will need a PC that's able to run it, though, because by the gods, it needs to be optimized still. But it is worth it, but the demo is still so much fun. I mean, I do it on my other channel. In fact, I'm streaming it right after this stream on my gaming channel. Ooh, excuse me, please. Superundi. There we go. Lovely. You broke your arm snowmobiling? How on earth? Well, if you say you were snowmobiling, I'm going to shout at you, but how did you do that? Did you come off the snowmobile? Were you thrown? Was the snowmobile a terrible steed? There we go. That's looking pretty good. Gonna get half somewhere is good enough to not make a PC die. A $15 allowance now. Excellent stuff. You broke your wrist. Ah, man. Is it a loo roll watcher as your oath of moment token? Nice. Alright, I think have a couple more little coats on certain bits like this, but other than that, we're basically done with this undercoat, I think. It's, they have black shoulders, don't they, if my memory serves? So that's good. That makes my life easier. Couple more coats under here. Excellent. Super Undy. Yeah, it turned too hard, going fast and flipped. Ah, man. Ugh. That's grim. That is grim. Oh, got a little bit on his hand there, but no worries. Okay, cool beans. Now I think we're ready to actually begin the pink stage. And forsooth, we'll be busting out the Emperor's children. Let's get ourselves a lovely little blob right here. Do most wonderful things with this. And I think for this one I will use a medium, a proper medium, which I should have right here. There you are, my darling. Use the old Lamia medium. Lamia medium. Beautiful stuff. Wow. I make use of this brush here, but it's not done much. That's one. That's two. Hopefully that will be sufficient for our needs. There's a little bit more, actually. There we go. Right. We'll see if that sufficeth. I believe it will. Depending on where the Corsairs, when the Corsairs release, and not pre-order, I may already have your Sons of Hathor army or start with scavenged veterans. Wow. Will I paint Iron Warriors? I'm sure I will one day. Hello, what are we painting today? We are painting a Scythe of the Emperor. Because, goodness, they look very cool. And I'm eager to enjoy them. Yellow and black, just, oh, it's such a combo in heaven, you know what I mean? Alright then. Now let's hit these guys up with a bit of pink. We'll get this super smooth, I think. I'm feeling confident, feeling good. There we go. Look how smooth that is. It's looking pretty solid. I enjoy. Running a bit much into the vents, alas, but no worries. A long list of how much I care. 0. It's a little bit wet, but I have no problem with that. Just run some of it out of the brush and recapture it. There we go. Now it's actually quite heavy. Quickly grab you. Alright. Better get the scythe. I 3D printed the scythe. I went on to Cults 3D and found myself someone who was selling a load of scythes that would perfectly fit a Space Marine like this one for quite cheap, just a couple quid. As well as the cape, which I've not attached yet. And hopefully with that, we'll be able to make something truly glorious. But we shall see. In the end, I'm going for the contrast yellow method. I was just going to do straight Avalon Sunset like a psychopath, but chat taught me out of it because chat are great like that. The company's doing great. Oh, excellent. And oh, it's the man behind the voice. Yes, indeed. How are you? Thanks for tuning in. Now, why do I... It's like the wetness increases over time, and I don't understand why. I feel like there's some sorcery afoot. I'm just going to do the only sensible thing and throw more paint in to thicken it. There we go. It took me ages to sort of understand thickening paints, or thinning paints, sorry. And I feel like I've really lost the skill. May it return one day, we shall see. but it still looks good. So, you know what? Let's just go over the whole thing. Sod it, sod it. There we go. Scythe does look very similar to Deathcast. It's similar, but it is a bit different. Just a little bit different, you know what I mean? Let's go, indeed, brother. Might have to run the Scavenge Veterans as a tactical squad, since, you know, they have way more weapon options than standard intercessors. Yeah, that's fair. Or you could just make them your own and say that they do. Go crazy like that. You with pink as well. Looking pretty good. Excelente. That's a good. Varnishing for a couple minutes. I'm gonna make some tea. Start the printer off. Good idea. Might be water stuck in the top of the brush. I was starting to wonder that. But it's not too bad right now. I'm not overly worried about perfect results. I paint for the joy of it. At the moment, we're getting ourselves some kind of Emperor's Children boil. Yep, and I'm putting my fingers all over places I've already painted because I'm really smart like that. I could use my stick thing to sort of hold it, but you know when you just can't be bothered with that? You just can't be bothered. That's this time. Yeah. Stripe. Beautiful. Get you. Beautiful. Looking pretty nice. Again, it's mostly just an undercoat for some contrast paint that will hit it up down the line. Do you ever think you'll host live streams on your gaming channel where you bring other people in to play multiplayer games? Maybe so. Maybe so. But, I mean, I have done that. But I then struggle to chat with chat. And for me, I love chatting with chat the most. That's the part that I enjoy the most. I don't do it as much while painting because I'm so busy focused on the painting. But during the gaming, that's the part I love the most, you know? I've done some live streams with like Tommy of Tommy Games. He's an absolute legend, by the way. Absolutely love that lad. Let's try and sort of get there. There we go. Am I making a mess? Absolutely, but that's the best way to do this. Is to make a horrific mess and deal with it at a later date. Alright, cool. Got some cool pinks. This is starting to look decent. Sweet. Oh, beautiful. Second layer, that's the one that always makes it, in my opinion. First layer makes you feel like garbage, second layer makes you feel like a king among mortals. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. She's looking purty now. Yeah. Wash off the brush. all the liquids off it. Are you dry, my friend? Yes, you are. Beautiful. Before we go any further, let's just quickly check something. Here we go. I think for the most part now, we just got to wait for the pink here to dry. I could always go and get my heat gun. Maybe I will, actually. Maybe I will. Excellent. Of course, what I'm not looking forward to is painting the little tiny scythes they have on their foreheads. They have like cross scythes on their foreheads. And the same with the cape. They have the scythes on there too. Beautiful. Right then. Cool beans. So with that pink done, the heat gun might crack the paint. It doesn't in my experience, not when I have it low. If I have it high, yes, it can do, which sometimes is great. You know, if you want like the heat exposed look, but nah, just having it on very low is fine. And the shoulder, I'm pretty sure the shoulders are just black on the sides. Or are the shoulders yellow? Hang on. I'm pretty sure my reference just has black shoulders. Let's have ourselves a glance. Yeah, they seem to just have black shoulders, man. Unless you're talking about like painting the scythe on it. In which case you are right, they will have the scythe on the shoulders. But that's not so bad. I'm used to painting on shoulders, man. Heat gun, here you are. Out you go. Here we are. Excelente. Yes, they have the scythe, Lowy. Yes, you would know. You built a whole frickin' armor for it. Because you're a mad lad. You're a mad lad. But by golly, I do love what you make. Alright, there we go. Let's just give it a quick puff on the lowest setting. Yep, there we go. It's like slightly warm, that's really about it. Even a hairdryer. I mean, this thing can go hot enough to just melt the guy. There's YouTube I watch and make sure how to do the scythe symbol. Oh, cool. Nah, no need to send it to me. I like to improvise things. It's how I learn. I learn just by doing it, and then afterwards, if it's no good, I then seek out how to do it. Is it silly? Yes, it's how I do it. There we go. Beautiful. Alright, now let's quickly check, see if there's any spots that need a quick do-over, which I'm sure there's going to be. Being like Captain Acheron. And spare 3. Spare 3 to go to Glasgow, get some beer, for when we fight the Tyranids. Yeah. He did indeed. You spent an absurd amount of money on a set of dice this week. You spend money on paint as well. If you can afford it and you want to, by all means, go for it. Looking good. You can only spare 3 paints. Spare only 3 paints. Exactly it. Wow. The back's pretty solid. A quick lick though. Just the quickest of licks. There we go. Valente. And there we go. Oh, that's definitely too much on my brush. Don't want to load it too heavy. Excellent. Alright, so then we can add some highlights now, I think. Yes. I think so. Marvelous. All right, let's do that. Chapter Master Artifexus is a hand melter for drying minis paint. Yes, indeed. Let's get it up. The hand melter. We must melt the Xenos. I return. Still time for my print, so I can remember to go check on it. Do it. What are we painting? We are painting a Scythe of the Emperor, along with a cape, but it's not attached right now. And it's going to be divine. I like the pink. I know it's going to end up yellow, but I like the pink. I agree. I think pink is a great color, you know? It's one of my favorite colors, just like in general. I think it's just got so much use. Alright, cool beans. Now with that, we're going to hit it up a little bit with some of this Fulgrim pink to get us some highlights. Oh, there we go, look at that pink. And with that, I'm going to add the smallest, in fact no, we're going to do it here in the flat. Beautiful. Excellent day. I remember when the chapter was just a joke and the Codex had the painting materials as weapons. But much like the orcs, they eventually became a serious threat. That is Fulgrim pink. Yes, it is. It is a beautiful pink from a beautiful Primarch. Sure, he may be fucked in the head and, like, possessed and shit, but still, beautiful boy. Yeah. Alright then, let's see about getting some of these highlights done. Let's try and get it done correctly. There we go, that's better. Do the same on outside. Lovely. I mean, hopefully this should transfer well when we hit it with the yellow. We shall see, though. Yeah. What would happen if Slaanesh never possessed Fulgrim off? I'm sure there would have still been some issues. Fulgrim was, he was quite the guy. You know what I'm saying? Worried about hitting the wings and the skull either, because that's just going to be painted over very shortly. That was a little bit more than I intended, but that's no worry. It does not matter. Does not matter. I mostly paint stuff in canon chapters and orders, but I have a homebrew chapter of Marines and homebrew systems too. I also mostly paint canonical stuff. I don't know why. Because obviously there is the Sons of Artifexus, who are very cool. I don't know, something for me about painting canonical stuff just tickles me. My fancy gets tickled by them. I mean, I don't do it particularly well, as you can see, but regardless. Specular this a little bit. There we go. Just a light bit of specular. Nothing too crazy. I've disappeared to the RP server. Yes, a plug for the community RP server. Now I want to reread Fulgrim. Ah, yes. He still would have fallen? Yeah, I think similar, to be really honest with you. He was just ironically too flawed. Again, no one can deny the irony of it. And no one can deny that he was a beautiful boy. But 'twas that beauty that got to him. He just wanted to do more than beauty pageants, you know what I'm saying? highlights are very gentle, but I think they'll serve us very well. Yeah, you can kind of sort of see the highlights I've done. I haven't bothered shading, I just jumped straight onto highlights because of the way the thing is going. The son of Artifexus riding Barbara the Squig. Ah, yes. Too obsessed with perfection, yes indeed. Manus. He is a plain boy, old Manus, but I appreciate his straightforwardness, but that's because I'm the same. I'm also a straightforward kind of guy. You know, I see all these folks sort of around just fussing over weird shit, and I'm there like, I just want to make stuff. Y'all stupid. There we go. Okay, nearly done, and then we're going to actually hit up that yellow. Then we're going to really start seeing this guy become what he was always meant to be. Which is rather exciting, isn't it? Okay, cool beans. Nice, and with that, it is time, boys and girls, it is time. How exciting. No, I made a SpongeBob joke again. Oh no. But you look like Alfarius, do you? But I am Alfarius. So, it appears we're at an impasse. Marvelous. Okay, so not high on the shading, or highlights I should say, but still. We can wash this off. Alrighty then. The time has come, it is nigh. We're going to use this Imperial Fist. If you first found out I was a bald spanch, you'll cry. So I'm going to begin, first of all, with the wrong drawer. Let's find the right drawer. That's a smart person thing. There we go. Some contrast medium. Here we go. To begin with, I'm going to just slap a load of it in here by my reckoning. So I do want it to be quite thin. I want lots of there's some red showing up in there. Did I not dry off the pink in this brush? Ah, whatever. Who cares? It's fine. We're gonna have a more unique kind of yellow. Curves of the best Primarch, no comp. He was all right. I find his story interesting, that's for sure, and the whole like vindication thing was intriguing. Okay, so it's quite thin, so we'll see just how well this works. All right then, guys. Let's just do this a little step at a time. Baby steps. Here we go. Got a bit of that yellow. And here we do go. We'll transform that pink into a yellow with a couple of lovely coats. Definitely going to slow it. I'm not going to like follow my base instincts, be like, oh, I need to add more. I'm just going to do multiple coats. Not too worried about the wings, because in the end, the wings will be covered in like a brass, I think, by my guess. There's a little voice in my head that's like, you really should thicken it a bit more, but I'm like, no, don't listen to it. No, listen, it lies. It lies! But there's also part of me like, what if it's wrong? What if I am doing it like that? But it's fine. We're going to just keep on rolling with it. Double coat shenanigans, you know what I'm saying? Oh, a heavy Greek theme. Nice. I've done a Spartan mini. I don't know if you've ever seen it. I made a Spartan hoplite kitbashed mini. Very proud of it. Wow, starting to see the yellow take over slowly but surely. You warned everyone about Horus and was clearly not forced to join the traders. Not biased at all. There we go. When he moved in again, Spanish Horus ascended. Voice box, Wolf box. Arceus, third Gilliman. Wigsy Sanguinius and Cactus Mortarian. Oh, damn. I like spam, Lamau. Here we go. We're starting to see the yellow take precedence, aren't we? And hopefully this will lead to something nice and rich, especially when I smack it up with a bit of Agrax I think I'm using. I mean, Reichland could work, but I think that'll be too close to like rich gold, and I want it to stay somewhat yellow, you know what I'm saying? There we go. Excelente. Sanguinius is best. Just listen to his speech in front of a turn. Sanguinius was quite the guy. He was dope, you know what I'm saying? He was a bro. A true bro. There we go. Yeah, we're getting some real richness now. Do you see it? Do you see it coming through? It's starting to look good. First Primarch, best Primarch. Everyone say, I love you, Lion. Oh, I love Lion. It's like, Gilliman is my favorite Primarch, but the Lion, oh, he's the one I'd bet. I'm a straight guy, but I know what kind of guy I'd be into if I weren't. And I'm not normally that into blondes either. There we go, guys. That's starting to look pretty decent, isn't it? A little bit tidy up, and then I think we'll be onto something glorious. Whoop. Come on, man, don't fly away from me. Don't you do it. Nice. With 3 O's, it was censored. The censorship's been so weird lately on all platforms, especially YouTube. It's just been so strange. The beast is Gazgul Thracker. Don't know what he's all talking about. Yes, he is the one true Primarch. In fact, no, he is the Emperor. He is the Emperor reincarnated as good old Gazgul. There we go, look at that. A nice rich yellow. Lovely. A little bit tidy up, maybe. And he definitely needs a little bit more yellow on his tum-tum. There we go. Still, very good, very nice. Excelente. Where's that scythe bit from? I 3D printed it. I found it on 3D Cults. Or Cults 3D. I always forget which way around it is. And I bought it for like £1, along with a batch of like 8. And I did that as well as the cape there. So no, it's 3D printed, I'm afraid. The rest of him I got from a couple of spare Space Marine kit bits I had. Because the beauty of having a painting channel is that it can kind of fund the obsession. And in that regard, I can also just buy kits of like regular intercessors, assault intercessors, things like that. But when I just need spare Space Marine bits, you know? There we go. Alright, excellent. Now, unfortunately, I am going to need to top this up, and it's probably going to be badass of the Marino Icon. Thank you very kindly, I appreciate you. Swimsuit Gaskell when, oh man. I'm not good enough to do that. I couldn't do that boy justice. Because we'd have to make him look extra good. Okay. Last bits of yellow. Cool. There we go. I'd say he is done. And I'm very pleased with how this yellow's turned out. That's the kind of warm yellow I was hoping for, you know? I think this will greatly serve a purpose. Fantastic. Nice. Right then. In this household, we pronounce it Snick! Now, with that, let's just sort of think to ourselves. What should we work on next exactly? Probably some metals. The arm, I'm probably going to make that brass sort of color. But the chest itself is going to be leaning a little bit more towards gold, I think, by my guess. I think we'll probably begin. I'm torn, guys. I'm torn between whether we begin the chest with Balthazar or Retribute armor. First, I have to find my Retribute armor. Where is it? Where have you gone, you silly boy? Aha, there you are. Okay. So, we have two very different kinds of gold here. We have good old classic Retributor armor gold, and then we have the much darker Balthazar gold. And I'm trying to discern which one would look best on his eagle. I mean, there'd be a good bit of contrast with this, but I could also darken this by using shades and stuff. So it's not the be-all end-all, you know what I mean? Guess we're gonna have to find out. But what do you guys think? We got one for Retributor armor gold. We got one for Balthazar, because you've never seen it. We got another for Retributor. Retributor's currently in the lead. If it's close to the back, it's in the lead. I won't lie, I'm leaning towards Retributor mainly because I find it's easier to darken something than to brighten it up. So with that in mind, we're going to go Retributor. Cool beanus. Right then, let's get this little bad putty going, shall we? We'll just take a tiny little bit. We do not need a lot. You know, I will use the Balthazar gold for the arm, though, on this guy. That's what I'm going to do. So in the end, it all finds a use, one way or another. Artie will remember this. We'll thin it down just a smidgen. Beautiful. Okay. Pop my paints back up here so I don't lose track. All right then, here we go. There's still actually a tinge of wet going on, so let's just quickly give him a puff dry. Use Balthazar gold a lot. It is a lovely color, isn't it? Even though it's more like, you know, bronze, really, but small detail. There we go. A little puff on the back as well. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, I bet when you saw me say what I said in the admin chat, Cactus, I was like, I want to do Size of the Emperor. I bet you were ecstatic, weren't you? And I knew that you'd be quite pleased. So I know that you're one of them boys. One of them Scythe boys. Oh, look at that. And of course we have a nice yellow base to paint on top of already, so that makes it easier. Really starting to see it come through now. There's a part of me that's now wishing that I'd hit the whole thing with Agrax Earthshade first, then painted over it, then hit just that with Reichland, but small detail. We can deal with the small details. He's now on Twitch, and yes he was, haha! Cactus Emperor's all over his scythes, yes. Use Alphazar Gold and Dry Brush Red Gold on the edges to help it pop. Yes, that's a very good idea there, actually. I'm going more traditional techniques for this one. There we go. Looking pretty divine, I must say. Cool. Try and get into every crevice of the wings and feathers as best I can. But there we go, it's already looking notably awesome. What I do need to make one of these days, I need to make a raptor space marine. So I love their very just sort of like modern military style. You know, no frills, no feathers, just straight up military camo tactics. You know, I love that. There we go. Hope that you get a fan base when the Corsairs come out so you can stream you making and paying the Raiders as a scavenged veteran. Maybe so. There we go. Oh, I just heard Merlin move behind me. Hello, Merlin. Poor cat's suffering today with hay fever. This morning he was just sitting there with his eyes half closed, streaming tears and snot coming out of his nose. He's like, ah! Poor little fella. He's a bit better now, though. Silly little boy. There we go. There we go. Marvellous. But it's true, you don't need a fan base to stream, absolutely. Alright, nice. That's the gold of this done, I think. Looking rather lovely as well. Excelente. Right. And with that, now let's smack up that Agrax Earthshade. I'm gonna be strategic. I'm gonna recess shade it. But I'm gonna shade it down a bit first. Simply because it helps it be a little bit less shiny. Nope, that's water. We'll use lamium, I think. I find that works very well. Wow. And dip. And split. Jobby. Super undy. Alright. Yeah, indeed. That's fine. Some good shades now. Okay, yeah, it's fine. I didn't have to worry. Just recess shade it instead. And we're getting some lovely little shadows now. Goth evening and good dark. I don't know what that means, girl painting. Yeah, we could have a goth evening, sod it. Do some goth marines or something. Probably won't need it. I'm still gonna just shade around the edges here. Just for good measure. There we go. A bit of shade around the gold there. I will hit it up with Reichland proper. Looking good. Yes, definitely looking good. It's amazing what shade does. In the grim darkness of the far future, there are only goth mummies. Someone's made a weird click noise in your room. Oh dear, that's not good. Well, to have a goth evening means to have a good time while everyone else cowers in fear. Ah, I see. Probably something a Space Marine would be down with. Can I argue with that? But I'm just an old man who does not understand these things. I get confused and frightened, etc., etc. When the new custom hero book for the 40k comes out, I'm going to make a kind of Red Corsair's Khorne Berserker guy. That's going to be very cool. So I assume at the moment the Red Corsairs are kind of the hot thing. I mean, it makes sense given what's coming, but well, they are very cool, to be fair. When anyone says, I'm not disputing how cool they are, I know they're cool. Nice, that's just a bit of shading there on the yellows. Looking pretty sweet. Okay, cool. And I do need a tiny bit more. Just gonna take it straight from the pot. Adeptus Goth Mummicus. Ooh. Now that'll be a way to get more subscribers. So sort of bring the detail back, so we lost a little bit annoyingly with my own heavy-handedness. Superundi. Alright, cool beans. Nice. That is pleasing. Let me guess, you got roped into the size of the Emperor for the 3 or 4 or Farming of the Stars 2 trailer. No, actually. It was Cactus, ultimately. It was someone on my server. So I believe he may have got roped in for that reason. I don't know for sure, though. So many more tiny gibbings to paint. Oh, so many. Right. Get me a little bit of the old Reichland flesh shade. We'll get that gold sorted. Yo, Cactus, if you are there, the capes of the scythes. What color is the inside of the cape? What color is the outside? Is it black on both sides? Or is it the yellow on the inside? I know it's black on the outside. At least I think it's black on the outside. But do tell me, what's the truth? What is the truth as we get the Reichland flesh shade? Black with a white scythe on it. I thought it was a yellow scythe. Black on both, white scythe logo on that. Okay, fair. Because Cactus here, he made a full outfit that he wears. He actually has freaking armor, which is super dope. He is our small marine. And now for the Reichland flesh shade. Ooh, yeah, I'm just going to coat it, because I love just coating all the gold with this stuff. Oh, my headphones are dying. Gonna have to plug them in or something. That's what you're reckoning. What is that? Hang on. A thing is stuck to the side. Huh. Interesting. But not interesting enough for me to continue focusing on. There we go. That's looking good. Excellent. And the laurels. Ah, yes. And the white does have contrast. That would make sense. You've seen your cape IRL too. The capes are awesome. You know, the fact that you have a cape with it makes it super awesome. Alright. It's looking pretty solid. Give it a quick blast and I'll just quickly highlight that gold now. Since I'm here and I can. I mean, I might add a few manual yellow highlights onto the yellow I have. Just a few. Just to really help it pop. Excelente. And I already know for fact I want there to be a bit of Genna's gold. Maybe even a bit of Auric armor. We'll see. I'm going to be a crazy bastard and just eyeball it. Straight from the pop. No capes. Edna's a trying. Well, Edna don't know shit, because capes are what make everything awesome. I would happily die in a cape. There we go. Something in my mouth. That was weird. There we go. Good. Where the hell did I put my Genna's gold? I've lost it. Oh, it's here. Helldivers know this well. Yes, they do. Yeah, it's very subtle highlights, but I like it. Now I'll add a bit more of the harsher highlights. Makes them pop in a beautiful way, I think. Probably Merlin fur. Yeah, it probably is. There we go. Archie, the Merlin update. How's the old man been doing? He's doing alright. He's, there we go. Suffered with hay fever today, quite badly, bless him, but he's doing better now. Other than that, he's just plodding along, being a cat, pretending he's fine when he probably isn't. And, yeah, not really a lot of whole updates on the old boy, except that, you know, his loss of sight and all that. Oh, just look at that gold, though. Boop. That's all we will need, I think. The tiniest boop with which to boop some gold. Just on a few points. Go. There. And a bit there. Nice. There we go. That looks pretty nice. Excelente. Marlin. Yes. Marlin. Marlin the fish. Ah, he's still a cat. Alright. Excellent. This is making good progress. Let's just jam that cape on to get us a little bit of the sense of how he will be. It actually holds pretty well with just friction alone. It's not as big and epic a cape as it could have been, but I'm like, you know what? It's fine. Yeah, it's looking pretty solid, I must say. Excellent. And what I will do, if I continue, quickly plug my headphones in because they're dying. My headphones are dying, and I need them to hear what's going on. And plug it. Magnificent. Fun facts, reading with the cape of the trailer is most likely Brother Sergeant Colmonius, who led the Bastion defense of the Giants' coffin slaughter. Oh, cool. Probably asked this before, but why is he called Merlin? Because Merlin's a cool name. That's it. There's nothing more to it than that, I'm afraid. Because it's a cool name for a cool cat. Thanks. Ah, yes, Balthasar gold on his prosthetic. Let's do that now. Do I still have it out? No, I didn't. I put it away. Oh, Balthasar, we need you. There you are. Ah. And again, I'm going to be cheeky and just do it straight from the pot because I'm a lazy boy. Have I tried the infamous finger condoms for painting? I have, I think. Yeah, probably not right or well, but still. There have been moments when I have. I just sort of dabbed on a finger. There we go. I think the Balthasar gold metal limb will actually suit him very well. Yeah, especially with that. Very wet paint, though, is the thing. Which can make things a bit difficult sometimes. But not too much, not too badly. Sort of wipe off the excess, reapply it when it's dried, and then it'll work really well, you know? Really thought it was going to be different words. Start with pros, I'll see myself out. Oh, looks tasty. Yes, it does. Extra divine. Well, I didn't need that cape on anyway. It's cape-droppingly good. I am doing it on black, which does make it a little bit more cumbersome, but small detail. Excellent. In the end, I only went for this mechanical arm because it was the only one without a weapon I can find for the left hand that I had. Never seen someone do a non-silver mechanical arms. It looks really cool looking. Reminds me of Anakin's arm or Commando droids. Yes, indeed. I figured I could have done it to make it contrast more. And it would have looked cool, I'm sure, if I had a silver arm. But I think just something about this one just makes him stand out a little bit more, while also blending in with his color scheme, you know? Very warm by their nature. There we go. At this moment, I think I'm more just sort of pushing paint around. I'm going to need to give it a puff dry, and then go over it again. I'll do that right this second. Ugh. A brown base would work really well about. So it would. Puff dry, damn you. There we go. Superunde. One, yep, here we go. There. We have deep down. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. If we move this out of the way, you guys will even be able to see it. How about that? Am I not merciful? Please, this won't lie to you. There we go. Cool. There we go. Nice. Looks nice and different. I enjoy that. I enjoy. Beautiful. Now the real question is the scythe. Now this is wood or bone? Probably just like some kind of hyper hardened wood, because it doesn't look straight. It doesn't look metal, does it? What are we thinking for this one? That's the real question. Do you try out some checker patterns once more? You should. Always challenge oneself. Always challenge oneself. Yeah, wood of some kind could look pretty cool. So I'm thinking we're going to do that. But the stream will be ending in about half an hour. So we best be prompt. Best be prompt indeed. I've got myself a good wood somewhere down here. Yeah, we'll base it with good old Mournfang. Can't go wrong with Mournfang. I'll hit you up with a wide 0. Nice wet brush to sort of take some here. There we go, beautiful. Sort of lends more to that farmer origin, you know what I mean? Pretty nice. Cactus, that's what you need. You need to make yourself a scythe for your Scythes of the Emperor costume. That would look pretty awesome. You do, yes, yes. Go. Do that after the arbitrator is done. Hell yes. A madman's returned from the warp. How was the warp? Not too crazy, I hope. Not too sanity wetling. This is what we have so far of him now. He's definitely starting to look the part. Just doing up the scythe. And as well. Top up of that, I think. The other streamers here, so I can follow you all. I also stream. Oh, nice. Are you a paint streamer or what? Or do you stream something else? Because I also stream video games, just on a different channel, on Artifexus, which I will be doing like half an hour after this stream. There we go. Just paying? Ah, it's cool stuff though. I assume you're paying 40k. Because indeed, if you do stream the painting and whatnot, I shall follow and join myself. In fact, hang on, let me do it right this second. While it's on my brain. Oop. Follow. There we go. Nice. I followed you, sir. So that's magnifique. He's tried bronze mechanical arms. That would add contrast since the Sons of Hathor's main colors are light grey and silver. Yes, it would do a great contrast. Cactus and me. O2 is going to as well. Yes, indeed. Instagram's the same names here. Just add the underscore, sorry. I shall. That's another layer real quick. Have you been painting for long? And have you been streaming for long? my channel has been around, YouTube, more than Twitch, my YouTube has been around for, oh god, a couple of years now. And I started painting at the same time as I started the channel. The whole point of it was to showcase a noob's journey into the hobby. There we go. And, yeah. You can see my work, thank you for the follow. No worries, no worries. Alright. With that, doubt we're gonna finish him this stream. Probably finish him next stream. I'm a bit of a slow painter, you see. But still, again, very pleased with how he's looking so far. Looking very good. Started streaming last year, been paying for 3. You're still on the newer side. Ah, excellent. We're in the same boat, you and I. Alright. What color should I do this? Probably going to be a power scythe of some kind, isn't it? Definitely aren't a noob anymore. Oh, I feel like one. I feel like one. Anything I do that's good feels like I've done some kind of trick or deception. I know that's not really the case. I imagine there's actually a lot of people here that probably relate to that feeling. But, nah, it's, I wonder what colors do the blade, though. It's a power scythe, isn't it? Let's face it, it's going to be a power scythe. See many people sponge lately. Maybe you should do that. You should do. You should do that. Might pick up a box of Raiders after you get Red Corsairs Battle Force just for the bits. Do it, man. I've done that before myself. Haven't had luck with Sponge. I haven't had much luck with Sponge either, I won't lie to you. Right, let us begin the process of the power sword. And I think we're going to begin it with a bit of the old white scar. White scar right on the blade. Will be something wonderful, I think. This YouTube guy do a Galaxy Sponge stuff, but I think I know the one. I don't remember who it was, but I believe I know the one. This is just going to be an undercoat, so I'm not going to worry too much about nailing this. I try not to care too much. It makes my paint better. I mean, those who were here long ago when I did a drunk painting stream, when indeed, as the name suggests, I got slightly smashed and then just started painting. I did the best hazard stripes I've ever done in my life while literally starting to black out. It's crazy, man. I've done 2 models I call decent, and each took 12 plus hours of trial and error. Absolutely, that's how mine works too, man. There we go, a little bit of brush off. Obscure chapter you're going to paint next? The Harbingers. Oh, I do need to look into them. I've heard of them. But I do need to look into them. What paints do you use? I just use Citadel. No particular reason. I've just never got around to trying anything else. I want to, though. I've heard lots of good things about different colors from different people. Just, I only ever think about it when I'm not in a position to do anything about it. You know what I mean? There we go. It's so wet. That's fine. I can make that work. So I'll make sure it doesn't pool anywhere, but I can blow dry it real quick. Very good, very nice. Use Army Plate, Citadel, and Valigio. Ooh, a good combo. They seem to be like the Holy Trinity. Wow. And I blow you, my child. Wow, that came out wrong. Y'all know what I mean. There we go. Do a pre-heresy. I indeed intend to. Pre-heresy Death Guard. They do look very cool. Painting white onto black. Am I not a madman? I mean, I'd also love to do pre-heresy World Eaters. I think they look very cool as well. Let you dry. The Warhounds, yes. Yeah. All right then. Like Death Guard or Dusk Raiders? That's another good question. I'd probably do one of each and see which I prefer. That's what I anticipate. Here we go. Now it's holding nice. There we go. We're starting to get a nice white base. Beautiful. Something like a Blood Angel's Chaplain would be cool. Oh yes, also very... I mean, anything is cool. That's the thing with me. I think any and all of them are very cool. Which is both a good thing and a bad thing, because I'm like, I will do all of them. I'm not someone who thinks, oh, this is dumb, this is... there. It's, I don't get it when people are like, oh, this one's stupid, I don't like it. That's just me. I just don't get it. I think all of them are so cool in their own way. Sure, I have preferences, like I genuinely prefer the Space Marines over the Eldar. But that's because I like big, chunky things, you know what I mean? But I do love, as well, the grace and finesse you find in the Eldar. There we go. Right. If I do a Blood Angel Chaplain gift to Wigsy, yes, I think I would have to. Yeah. The shit is out of it. Dusk Raiders a bit also Terran Scottish. Ah, that would suit me. One of my favourite insider jokes of colour schemes is that Fists used to be Iron Warrior colours and Iron Warriors used to be Fist colours and later swapped when the dad showed up. Oh yes. Let's get a quick brush on that wall studs ray and see what happens. I did something. I'm doing some kind of sorcery here, guys. There we go. Okay. Getting there, guys. We're gradually building up the white on this mofo. There's a cool Blood Angel's Chaplain set on Dragoon Gaming. Oh, okay, I'll have to have a look there. There we go. This is the layer. This is the one. Look at that white, though. Just ready to be powered up. Quite proud of that, actually. It's pretty smooth. Or at least as smooth as it needs to be, you know what I'm saying? A little bit more on the top there, I think. Just a smidgen. Cool beans. So much bright gold on a really dark red. Oh. Gold and red are beautiful together. Speaking of Wigsy, how's the Sangi? The Sangi is sangin'. Hey, sangin'. Good looking son of Sotha. He's technically a son of G-Man. One of Gilliman's boys. It's not perfect, but it doesn't need to be. This is all it needs to be. So, what colour do you think this power weapon would glow, guys? What colour do you see it glowing as? Gilliman may be their gene sire, but that rock will always be their home. Ah, you're not wrong. You got one for blue. Blue would contrast it quite well, wouldn't it? Alright, cool. I shall follow thy suggestion. What chapter is this? This is a Scythe of the Emperor. Not finished yet, but he will be excellent. Ugh. Oh yes. But he will have this cape as well when it's all done. It fits just about there. There we go. So he shall be excellent, I think. Red because they are Sith. A neon pink scythe. Oh man. Blue, pink. I think I will go blue for this one actually, because I've rarely actually done a blue power weapon. I usually do like green or even like galaxy pink, you know? So sod it. Let's just roll with that. So I think. Let's have a quick look at what I've got. There's a couple technicals I have in mind here. I think Soulstone Blue is definitely going to be one of them. I know you're hiding in here somewhere. Yep, we'll use this. Not yet. We'll quickly add in something else first. I have a crazy idea that I have no idea if it'll work, but I'm going to try it anyway. Where are you? Okay. I have a slightly bananas idea here, but we're going to see how this works. I have this contrast here. Doomfire Magenta. We're going to first apply this strategically. Again, I have no idea if this is going to work, guys. I'm just curious to know what will happen. So I'm going to put it on the edge of the blade, right here. There we go. Oh, went a little bit over. That's no worry. Okay, cool beans, cool beans. Nice, nice. And then I'm gonna hit the whole thing with a blue technical and see how it transfers, like, onto that, you know what I'm saying? Get rid of excess. There we go. That's all the excess on that side. Beautiful. Don't mind it being a little bit lighter on the bottom there on that side. Alright, I have no idea how this is going to turn out, guys. And get it Sith of the Emperor instead of Scythe. Haha! I see what you did there. Yeah. Okie dokie. Let us do this, guys. Quickly dry it. Let's see what we end up with. At the end of this. Hopefully something interesting. And I could probably add some bit of glow on the weapon itself. Very deep glow, you know? Right, now the technical paint. And I'm definitely going to give this a hell of a shake, just to be sure. La 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 la. Welcome back, man. I miss you so much. How is the cat? The cat is doing as okay as can be, Binary Necron. Is suffering a little bit today with his hay fever, but he's a little bit better this evening, I'm happy to say. Oop. Right, gentle tickle. We do not need much of this. Let's go. Just a little on top. Nice. It should leave it with an almost glassy look. Especially if I smack it with some hard coat. It's looking pretty cool. I'm going to try and do lightning. Probably. I probably will. What are you working on? This is just a random one I fancy. Maybe the start of something bigger, but this is a Scythe of the Emperor. Which are indeed very cool looking. I think yellow and black is a great color combo. I've always loved it. There we go. Nice. Looking pretty good. Like the Scythe. Thank you. I 3D printed this. A little darker than I perhaps imagined. That's no problem. We'll bring the color back up. Magnifique. Cool. Excellent. It's looking pretty nice as a good base to start with. Looking notable. Stands out from the rest of him. Let's stick his cape back on and see for sure. There we go. Yeah, we got the base of something very cool, I think. There we go. Anyone who has followed my work growing as a painter, I just love making unique Space Marines, like not whole armies of them, just like one or two, like an elite squad of unique dudes. What's the name of the paints for the Scythe? Well, just good old Mornfang for the shaft. But what I did for the blade, I first painted it just white on the blade, just straight up white scar. I then hit the sharp curve of the blade on the inside with this Doomfire magenta or any kind of like purplish red, more red. And then I slapped it with this Soulstone blue technical paint. Gives it a kind of glassy look, which I really like. And it's not quite finished yet. I will add more details to this now. But it's a good start, it's a good base color. So I'm very happy with that. And I can't shut this lid. What's gotten stuck in there? Okay. There we go, that's shut. Shut, damn you. There we go. Nothing a bit of violence and brute force can't resolve. Oh, I touched it, but it's dry already, so that's good. That's fortunate. Magenta, there's two ways of pronouncing it. There's two ways of pronouncing it. Okay, sounds good. Need some power up and color ideas. I've never done blue before. Blue's like the classic, but I've never done it. I always go for like green or even pink. I've just never done blue. And I'm glad I've done it for this guy because it really kind of sticks out on him, which I like. That's good. Now let's see about those lightning strikes. For that, I'm not going to use White Scar. I'm going to use Corax White. Gut feeling. Ooh, that's not white at all. Let's just try and get the white back. Gotta shake your Corax White good and proper, guys, you know? You gotta remember to shake your Corax White. There we go. Finish a squad of Red Corsair bikers. Well done. I'm working on some bikers myself at the moment. In fact, we have a nice point. We have a tip there. Right then, let's see what we can do. Wait, there we go. Oh, I keep forgetting the cape's not attached. It's drying so quick already on my brush. Just a small amount. Hang on. Trying to keep it in focus. There we go. Some creepypasta slender game. Here it is actually kind of now, isn't it? Model's looking awesome now. Thank you. Let's actually move this over here. Still needs work. We're not going to be able to finish it this stream, unfortunately. But I can at least get some of the lightning done. Whoop, let's remove that. There we go. A few faint bits of lightning on there. So faint. It's for 8 Gilliman. Why do I need to collect 8 Gilliman? Too terrible. What game will I be streaming? It probably will be Half Sword again tonight. Just because I'm trying to collect Baron armor. That'll be over on my other channel, Artifexus. Ah, I see. Slenderman's 8 page. Yes, of course. I'm not a smart person. Let's keep this in shot. I know what I'm doing. Just a few like that will do. Nice. I'll probably add more next time, but unfortunately for now, the stream must wrap up. We'll wrap up over the next few minutes and then end it at 7 o'clock my time. These are looking good. Well, actually not. Lightning, lighting up your lightning world. Hell yeah. Hope you have fun. I will indeed have fun with it. Alright, so what will be left to do? Obviously, we'll take blacks and go over all the bits that need to be black that have various pink splodges on them and whatnot. Finish up the detailing on the weapon as well and add some glow from the power, but not too much. It's not like on. It's like sort of low power mode, you know what I mean? And I like the idea with the pointing finger, he's sort of targeting a dude. He's like, you filthy Xeno, come over here and just impale yourself on my scythe, yo. There we go. Looking very dapper. What color will the eyes be? That is a grand old question. What color will the eyes be? Cactus, I need you. What color will the eyes be? When will I stream Half Soul Stay? It will be an hour from now. At 8 o'clock my time. I am enjoying the sort of bronze mechanical arm he's got. Think they have red eyes? And maybe this guy will too have red eyes. I mean, he could suit many colors because of schemes he has going right now. But I'm very proud of how this one's turned out so far. Once I've added the highlights for the black, I think that'll really bring them all together, you know what I'm saying? You did them red? I will follow your suit then, my friend. I will follow your suit. Whatever color starts with a letter Q. Consom Marine. Nice. But green is Space Marine too. Ah, fairs. But yes, cool beans. Excellent. Cool. Well, I will end the stream here. Thank you so much, each and every one of you, for tuning in. It's been a wee while, but I'm glad to be back at it. I think the shading's great. Thank you. I'm pretty proud of it as well. I'll be back on the stream again same time next week and all that good jazz. So in the meantime, you all take good care of one another. Love, respect, all that good stuff. I'm Artie, and remember that the Emperor is always guiding your brush. Thank you for the stream. No worries.